Typically on a water dryout job, it's a combination of air movement and dehumidification. We get in there, we pull the wet stuff out, do some demolition in most cases, take the sheetrock out, insulation comes out, carpeting comes out, floors come out. Sometimes we can save some of that stuff if we can get air behind it or underneath it, but typically it needs to come out. Once we get that stuff out, we'll spray an antimicrobial. The product we use, I've got cases of it over here. It's called Calibrite. It's an enzyme that would basically activate with the peroxide, and it does a heck of a job. We can dilute it, or we can double activate it, and it's a green product, all natural, biodegradable. That's where the green comes in, and the eco comes in our name. So what you see here is an array of dehumidifiers. Betsy here will pull up to 300 pints per day of water out of an enclosed room. The VG 1500 will pull about 150 pints, about half of the LG 3000. The Evolution will pull about 143 maximum out also. And the Revolution's right behind it at 134. So they all will do a heck of a job, but you got to combine that with, proper enclosement of what you're doing, proper positioning of where you put them, and of course airflow. In the dryout area, we use several different types of fans. Again, we acquired our fans during different times and different needs, so we have some different types of fans that we use. The Dryout Velo, it's a single speed fan, but what we love about them is they're very compact. You can see on the shelves. They're very easily, we can stack them, we can transport them very easily. Then we bought a bunch of these Raptor, abatement technology Raptors, and they're huge, they're anchors, they're hard to transport, but they're very powerful. 2-speed fans. Then we have the Vantage, the B-Air, actually I think these are just called B-Air air movers. And they're just, we refer to these types of snail fans because they resemble a snail, but that's another 2-speed fan. It's a little smaller than the abatement technologies fan.
What's this one, the Caterpillar fan?
This one is an axial fan. It should be dried out properly and sanitized properly before you rebuild, and the way you know that is we will keep a dry down log of the rooms that and the structures, rooms that we dry out. So you should be able to see a day-to-day tracking of what we're drying out. Wood should be under 15, should be around or under 15%, and porous materials such as sheetrock should be 6. If we have to do a tear out or something like that with a dry out situation, we'll tear out, we'll clean up, vacuum, sweep, and then spray. Mm-hmm. So it's wet all at once, and then once we spray with an antimicrobial, and then once all that is done, then we institute our dryout equipment. So at the end of the day, they'll have a sanitized and dried structure, properly dried structure, so that they can rebuild on top of that and not have to worry about mold and other contaminants being behind their walls and under their floors. We are 24-hour. We've done jobs at 3 in the morning.
What kind of job is that, like a toilet breaking or
yeah, I mean,
water
the last one we did like that was a utility room leak that she noticed it and called early in the morning, and we were there. So you're fighting time in a dryout situation. They say 48 to 72 hours, things can start growing. So you got to get everything dried out as quick as you can, within reason, and there's a little bit of flexibility there in some situations, but I would recommend jumping on a water dryout situation as quickly as you can.